Here on Property Hunt, we keep our promises. Didn't I tell you that we will go to Ipoh to talk about the Haven and we will actually look at it in person? Well, this is where we are. This is not actually the site, but check out the view of Ipoh. You've got all these limestone rocks and everything of this sort. Just behind me is the theme park that is well known here in Ipoh as well. I'm gonna go check out the show flat. The Haven is sort of already done. I'm gonna talk to them about the debris, talk to them about the construction, the problems that you're going to have in Ipoh, and how much it is that you're probably going to get by investing here. Stick around for this episode of Property Hunt. He fulfilled his promise about giving us permission to film here at the Haven. Look at it, it's beautiful. Wait, this is a man-made lake or what?
No, it's a natural lake.
It's a natural lake. Okay, that's
4 acres, very shallow, only 14-15 feet at the deepest end.
Right.
But what we've done is we've done an embankment all around it. So if any child do fall, they're going to have only 1 or 2 feet of water.
Oh my goodness, okay. So we do sort of have safety features going around.
Safety features around, yes.
Basically, I'm from Ipoh and I like limestone hills because I grew up looking at limestone hills. I like the scenery here. This limestone rock is very nice out there. And I also a nature lover. So this jogging track here is next to the jungle. It's very nice.
Peter, we see a couple of the blocks that have come out already. So I'm assuming 1, 2, 3. 3 blocks altogether in the Haven. So altogether about 400 units around.
About 497 units.
497 units.
Do you regret buying just one now and just seeing the project?
I'm regret. Actually, I'm regret.
The price is very good now, you know. So it's a bit of regret that in buying like bigger or more.
Who would your tenants be in that sense?
Oh, here, people who rent condo normally are like expats. You know? He's one of them.
This, I believe, is the one that has completed, ready to move in.
Yes,
soon?
ready to move in. Yes.
What's it called again? Is there a name for the block?
We call it Acacia.
Acacia. Okay.
Yes.
Any reason for the names of the block?
Well, instead of calling it a plain ABC, we call it Acacia, Bayan, and Cassis.
Ah, okay. So you got all the themed sort of names.
All the plants can be found here, and we're going to make that plant in front as a feature. So when you pass by A, you see Acacia. When you pass by B, you see the Bayan tree.
That's great.
When you come to C, you see the Cassis.
Wow. Okay, you're talking about a lot of plants, a lot of stuff that has to be maintained. Peter, how much are people paying for maintenance cost here? This doesn't come at like no price, right? Of course.
Yeah, you'll be very surprised. It's probably the lowest of any luxury condo in the world. We're charging 22 cents per square foot.
Which means altogether for
which
one
is
unit,
220 RM for 1,000 square feet. So the bigger the unit, commensurately, the lower the maintenance fee.
Let's talk about what is that we see. We see the pools, we see sort of a little slide. A lot of it based around for family-oriented people, right?
Yes.
What about investors? Is this what they're looking for?
I can see many of the facilities they build here is cater for the older people. Like everything is, elderly friendly. You know, everywhere we have ramps. If you're on a wheelchair, you can get to everywhere, including the jogging track. And the gradient of the jogging track is good enough for, a wheelchair person. And also in the unit, you can see all the lights, switches and plugs are all at, sitting down level.
If it's good for family and if it's attractive, surely the price will go up. If it's livable, if Best Western is so interested in it, if the locals are interested, even the foreigners, we've got buyers from about 15, 16 countries, surely the price will go up.
I'm from Ipoh.
I'm from China, Beijing.
The message of the Haven hasn't really got across to many countries yet. When they see this, when they see the completion, I'm sure the price will keep going up.
Since the time we spoke to you, which is about a couple of months ago, just give it about 2 or 3 months, has the price actually gone up since
It goes
that
up
time?
every few months.
Really?
A few percent every few months.
So now what's the price? If you can give us a quick update.
628 per square foot, RM.
So about like one unit is roughly how much?
If it's 1,000 square feet, 650,000, around that.
Is that very competitive here in Ipoh?
We are the only luxury condo in Ipoh at the moment, so there's no comparison. But if we're talking about Kuala Lumpur or Penang, if this development is in Kuala Lumpur or Penang, it'll be easily double the price.
The next few years, maybe it's going to be a new KL city?
I don't think so.
Me too, I don't think so.
Yeah.
I don't think so, KL.
Ipoh's development is maybe a bit widespread. We still have a lot of green spaces around. Not like KL, it's too congested. Yeah.
So the last time, if you look back at the previous program, I was asking Peter about debris. We're looking at the lake. It looks great now. Never know, so we have people sort of cleaning up the place as well.
What happens if at one point in time you guys have like snakes come around? Because we love the natural outdoors and stuff like that. It comes with the natural outdoors, right? That you have little critters running around.
It's alright, this is part of living with nature. Yeah.
Oh,
I don't think you.
I'm a little bit scared, but it's okay.
I'll make snake soup for you.
And about safety features, Peter. 5-tier security.
Yes.
I hear a lot about it actually in Ipoh. So actually you're saying Ipoh is not a very safe place to live in actually.
No, I'm not saying that. Please don't be mistaken. Ipoh has got its share of criminal activities, but it's much lower than the rest of the country.
My present place, my neighbor like across the road and one next road on it, they are broken into so they're quite worried. Ipoh is normally a very quiet town, but nowadays burglary is also happening.
Also, the control system is also very good. They give you, once you come in, give you access card. The access card for the lifts, you only can go to the individual unit, so on your own floor only. So once you come in, so I think that is okay already. So no need to extra though. Yeah. Also, when you come in, you see the two guardhouse. One is in front of main road. And once you go inside, you still have one guardhouse. Yeah, I think it's okay.
But the trend towards is towards total security now. In terms of the 5-level security, we've got 2 guard houses, and then we've got a concierge, a doorman at the lift, and then when you go up to your floor, you can only have the access card only to your floor. So there's already 4 levels. Then we have CCTV all around. We've got fencing, and we've got a patrolling guard patrolling. So if you like, we can call it 7 level, but that's just too much, so we call it 5 level.
There's one thing that you wish that you had included in your plans for development. What would it be? Or is this just the perfect place that you will find yourself living in forever and ever?
You should have prepared me for this question.
What's the worst thing you can tell me about the Haven?
I wish the jogging track would be longer. Yeah. too small. It's only half a kilometer.
I'm not sure what I would have. I'm not sure what I would have included, but I would, if I had another choice, I would have got a lot more land to make it even nicer. But we could only manage to buy 1.6 acres of land just behind here, which we are amalgamating now. That we're going to make into a bit more car park and a bit more gardening. And we are applying for a helipad. A helipad for emergency use and for also people in the super rich and royalty class. They can always come here.
So is that your next target audience? Super rich?
No, they will keep coming. We sold to the rich, and then now the super rich are coming in, and later on they'll just be lured into here because you can't find another place like this probably in the world. We're staying next to nature. This is a virgin forest, untouched virgin forest.
Beautiful.
But yet when you go out 2 minutes to McDonald's, 15 minutes to the city center, 3 minutes to a Giant, 8 minutes to a Jasco shopping center, and 5 to 10 minutes to 4 to 5 major hospitals.
And I was just speaking to a couple of your buyers as well, and I mentioned to them that you must have a car if you want to live here, right? For sure, because we don't have a car when we're traveling around here. It was a bit of a handicap for us.
The developers here told me that they are providing shuttle service, which we on an hourly basis to the railway station, airport, and all the major shopping complexes. So there's a shuttle service which I can go, which is even more convenient for me than driving a car.
And it's perfect for politicians.
Perfect for politicians.
Yes, because when you've got a shuttle service, they can drive their usual car into the development, take a shuttle bus, it goes out, and you can go to KLIA and get to Singapore, and nobody knows.
I hope more people come here and buy up the rest of the units so the price go up so I can make more money.
There you go. That's word from Peter. Thank you very much again.
Thank you very much, sir.
Coming through with this whole project. If you want to contact us, it's facebook.com/IC Until next time, maybe with Peter for another project that he's doing. My name is Sarah Hayudevrich at Investor Central.
Thank you, sir.
Are you melting?